My ex-girlfriend claimed I had a secret child, my sister took her side, and now I'm suing them both. When I was 26, I dated a girl named Amanda. We met through mutual friends, and at first, everything seemed perfect. She was attractive, charismatic, and we had so much in common. But as time went on, her true colors started to show. Amanda became increasingly jealous and controlling. She would text me 10 times an hour if I didn't reply fast enough and accuse me of ignoring her. If I mentioned any female coworkers, she'd start interrogating me with questions like, "Is she cute? Do you eat lunch with her? Why did she call you?" The final straw came one evening when I was late for dinner because of a work meeting. Amanda had a full-blown meltdown at the restaurant, accusing me of putting work above her and secretly seeing someone from the office. People around us were staring, and I felt utterly humiliated. After that scene, I decided I couldn't do it anymore. We broke up. She screamed at me, saying I'd never find anyone better and that I'd regret my decision forever. After the breakup, I made it my mission to move on and leave the past behind. I threw myself into my career, worked my way up the ladder, and eventually landed a high-paying job. I bought a house, started traveling, and honestly, life felt like it was finally coming together. But as life often goes, the past has a funny way of showing up when you least expect it. One evening, out of nowhere, I got a message on Facebook, "Hey, we need to talk. It's important." It was from Amanda. At first, I was surprised but thought maybe she wanted to apologize for how things ended. I'll admit, I was curious, so I agreed to meet her. When I arrived at the cafe, she was already there, except she wasn't alone. Sitting next to her was a little boy, maybe 5 years old. I was confused but didn't say anything. Before I could even ask what was going on, Amanda dropped the bomb, "This is your son." It took me a few seconds to process what she'd just said. "Wait, what?" was all I could manage. "Yes, he's your son," she said again, as casually as if she were talking about the weather. "I've kept quiet all these years, but now you need to step up and help." I asked her why she'd waited 5 years to tell me. Her answer? "I didn't want to ruin your life before, but now it doesn't matter anymore." After the meeting, I was in complete shock. I went home and immediately called my best friend, Matt, who also happens to be a lawyer. After I explained everything, he calmly said, "Dude, you need a DNA test. Don't do anything until you know for sure." The next day, I met Amanda again, this time with a plan. I told her, if this is true and he really is my son, I'm ready to take full responsibility. I'll cover all expenses, be part of his life, and do whatever it takes. But we need to confirm it with a DNA test. I thought this was a reasonable and fair approach, but Amanda completely lost it. "How dare you? You're trying to humiliate me. I already told you he's your son. Isn't that enough?" Her reaction caught me off guard and made me even more suspicious. I stayed calm and repeated my stance, but she just kept yelling. A few days later, my mom called me. She sounded upset. "Amanda told me everything," she said. "How could you be so cruel? That's your child." I tried explaining my side, that I wasn't refusing to help but just wanted confirmation. But she wouldn't hear it. "You should just help. It's not that hard for you." Despite Amanda's resistance, I insisted on the DNA test. When the results finally came in, I felt a mix of relief and disappointment. Relief because I wasn't the father, and disappointment because it confirmed what I'd suspected all along. She had lied to me. I immediately told Amanda. Her response? Not an apology. Instead, she doubled down. "This doesn't change anything. You still owe me after everything.